What's happening, y'all? Rich Sosa coming back at you with another video today. And before we get started, I gotta say thank God King Jesus for another day and another opportunity. Comment down TG for thank God and where you're tuning in from, and I'll definitely be sure to reach back to you with a response. So as y'all can see from the looks of the title and the screen, today I'm bringing y'all a very special build in which I'm naming the Endgame 2-way 3-level threat, also known as the DEMAR DEROZEN build. Now when it comes towards our attributes, we'll be able to reach a 99 plus when it comes towards our driving dunk, ball handle, perimeter defense, steal, and stamina. Now we're also going to get a total of 57 badges, upgraded layup packages, pro contact dunks, pro dribble animations, extra passing styles, and elite defense. Now when it comes to actually being able to get contact dunks, once you activate your takeover, that's how you're able to see what you're getting on screen. I really appreciate every one of you who's coming through. Now when it comes to this build overall, it's definitely going to be one that you can dominate in every single game mode. I personally do enjoy the ones the most, but look, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family, and last but definitely not least, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of today's build. So I'm going to go ahead and start out by putting it under the shooting guard position. Let's go ahead and put the height to 6'8". Getting into the weight, I'm going to go with 213 with the wingspan of 7'2". Now from here, we should be set to move forward with the rest of the build. And the first area that I'm diving into is going to be our physicals. As for our speed today, let's go ahead and put this up to an 81. As you get into the acceleration, let's go with a 75. 63 when it comes towards our strength. And then for that vertical, let's go with a 75. Now moving into the stamina, I'm going to max this out to a 99, and with the +4 from the Gatorade facility workouts, we're going to have a 103 stamina, 79 vertical, 67 strength, 79 acceleration with an 85 speed. Now I think these numbers are perfect and really going to do some damage on the offensive side, even more so when it comes towards the defense. So when it comes towards the interior, let's go with a 61. As you get into the perimeter, I'm going to go all the way up to a 91. And then for that steal, let's go up to an 85. Now to wrap things up, let's go with a 79 as for our block. And as you can see, when it comes towards the rebounding, we're going to leave this as is. We get pogo stick on bronze. Once we get into the block, bronze anchor and silver chase down artist. Now for the steal, silver glove, interceptor, and right stick ripper. And then for the perimeter end, we get silver clamps, fast feet, Hall of Fame off-ball pest, gold workhorse, 94 feet, pick dodger, challenger, and ankle braces. And then for the interior, a little bit more of the same of what we just went over. Now from the gameplay, you've seen just how well we can defend on the interior and on the outside. So from here, let's dive into the offense. As for that pass accuracy, I'm going to go with a 75. Moving into the actual ball handle, let's go with an 85. And then for the actual speed with ball, let's go with a 75. Now look, we get 4 silver badges: blow by, hyperdrive, speed booster, and triple strike. As for the ball handle itself, a few others that we get: physical handles, unpluckable, gold ankle breaker, and bronze killer combos. Now for the pass accuracy, silver break starter, dimer, special delivery with bronze touch passer, and relay passer. Now with this rating, we're going to be able to get most of the pro dribble animations, which I think is going to be key. So from here, let's dive into the shooting. I'm going to go with an 82 when it comes towards our mid-range shot. Same exact thing when it comes towards the three-pointer. And then for that free throw, let's go with an 80. Now as you can see, of course, silver free points. As for the other badges, blinders, you also get corner specialist, green machine space creator, spot finder with open looks. Now we also will be able to maintain bronze whistle, a deadeye, and age of 3. From here, gold catch and shoot, claymore, and then also guard up with comeback kid. Now for that mid-range shot, we also unlock silver midi magician, which means we have one final area that we do need to dive into. Now this is pretty much going to wrap up the build completely, but when it comes towards these animations, the driving dunk is going to play a huge factor with this build. let's go with an 86 when it comes towards this area. As for that layup, I'm going to go with a 74. We should have a few remaining leftover attributes. Now this is where the fun begins. We're going to go with a 40 when it comes towards that standing dunk, and that's actually going to allow you to get some more animations as well as when it comes towards being able to actually dunk on the interior. Now for these badges, we get Bronze Fearless Finisher, Silver Spot Finder, Giant Slayer with Whistle being upgraded. Now we also will be able to get Gold Pro Touch. Getting into the actual layup, I like Fearless Finisher, Acrobat, Slithery, then we get Scooper with Float Game, Hall of Fame Spin Cycle and 2-Step, then for those gold badges, Bunny and also Area Wizard. Now for the driving dunk end, Silver Posterizer, Slithery, Precision Dunker. I really do enjoy Area Wizard on the gold tier. This is probably one of the main badges that I use when it comes towards my playstyle. Self alley-oops is going to be key when it comes towards Area Wizard itself. You've seen that a lot from the gameplay. It really opens up the floor a lot in a different way. Overall for this build, we're going to be able to do everything from shoot, finish on the interior. Definitely when it comes to being a playmaker, we have that rating, as well as for the pass accuracy, you can definitely move the ball. The defense, I'm not worried about at all because we're going to be able to guard a lot of different positions. Now on top of that, we get a total of 3 Hall of Fame badges, 13 gold, 32 silver, and 9 bronze. Really makes it one of the more special builds that I brought to y'all. Now from the gameplay, this is taken into account with activating a takeover. That's going to be at least a plus 10. Now if you're one to buy your own boost, that's going to be another plus 4. And then on top of that, if you wear gear that give you an additional boost, that's going to be another at least plus 1 up to 5. Now the better you play throughout each game, 2K does give us a minor boost. Just something to think about towards this build. But if you add up everything, that's easily at least a plus 10 with your takeover, 15 with the boost, all the way up to an 18. Now like I said, remember, that's 4 different types of boosts that we can look forward to on this build. And if you become a top 10 player, that even adds more to it. But I'm not going to consider that because it's really hard for a lot of people. I'm pretty sure not most are going to be grinding for that top 10 spot. So from here, let's make sure that everybody made the build correctly. We should be able to get these 3 different comparisons. And as you can see, together we have created the endgame 2-way 3-level threat, also known as the DEMAR DEROZEN build. Now it's really exciting that he did get traded to the Sacramento Kings. Really one of the best players in the NBA of the current day and age that we're in. Especially when it comes to being able to make a replica of him in 2K, I definitely wanted to go ahead and show him some love. Now thank you so much for those of you who made it to the very end. God bless every single one of you. Now I want to know in the comments, what do you think of today's build? And do you think the Kings are going to have some success with DEMAR DEROZEN being added to their team? So before we get out of here, if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family, and last but definitely not least, praise above to the Lord King Jesus. And with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.